Good morning, guys. February the 22nd here. Well, after I finished up this inner loop of track and made it 5 rail, I thought I'd do a little experimentation. As some of you know, I've got a Daniels Hiawatha, and that thing is it's huge as far as I'm concerned, standard gauge wise. And I had always wondered whether or not it would run on the middle loop. It's a 57-inch circle. And whether it would make it around and underneath the elevated. To my pleasant surprise, there was only 2 places that I had to move the supports just a little bit because the cars are so long and they kick out and they make a very wide swing, even though it's a 57-inch circle. It's not... The Hiawatha is great. I just didn't realize it was as big as it was. It's really not something that I like, but it's still definitely template. Now, believe it or not, this Daniels was supposedly engineered so it would run the 41 or the 42-inch circle in standard gauge, the standard circle that standard gauge came out with. It runs the 57 all right. I can't even imagine it running it on a 42, and I'm not going to try it. So I call this threading the needle because I had to move 2 supports and I only moved them ever so slightly. The whole train passed through it. It was just a little bit closer than what I wanted. If the distance is only the thickness of the Ace of Spades cards, I need a little bit more space there. And when I'm running a Hiawatha, the section right here, 2 standard gauge engines with its wide swing and the 408 or the 402 through here, you've got about a ½ an inch clearance. And like I said in the last video, I need to pull this circle in just a little bit. If I were to do that, that will give me the clearance I need right here. So let's gingerly apply power to everybody, and you can see how the Hiawatha snakes through all this stuff. I think we'll start with the Hiawatha first. So here we go. You got to admit, it's almost a hell of a sight. It's hard to believe that it will actually fit through there, and it does. It's close, but it is doable with minimal amount of adjustment. So I'm happy in that fact. I'll guarantee you, though, she'd never, as far as I'm concerned, would never operate as well as it does on 57 if I were to put it on this 42 right here. What is it they say? Easier to pass a camel through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven? Well, at least we can get the Hiawatha passed through the needle. Just barely. It is kind of cool to watch the lights disappear and the elevated. All right, guys, that ain't bad. That's basically the operation was good on that. That locomotive sounds like it's grinding coffee. Okay, that is pretty much it for a Saturday morning. It does work, and I have to admit I do get a wee bit of a charge watching this thing snake through there. But I'm always living in fear that something's going to kick out and I'm going to hit one of those stanchions and everything's going to take a tumble to the ground. So, well, that's it for now, guys. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the heat wave, and we'll talk with you later. There he is. Toodaloo.